It is day one of college only online, so it's a great way to end your senior year. Add in the uncertainty of not knowing what will happen after graduation, when graduation will be, and if the semester is going to be prolonged because, well, we have had to postpone things. So, yeah, I know it's weird having another person making a new vlog, but I thought it'd be interesting to see how a college student in the cities who's an engineer is handling this all these cancellations and moving everything to be online, and how what it's like also being in a not self quarantine but doing social distancing, especially in a city. So yeah, this is day one. There'll probably be like weekly things because it's boring doing once a day, and I also have a lot of papers, so it'll be interesting. Just wanted to do a check-in after really the first day. So I've had, I guess, kind of three classes, and things are going well. The professors are doing the best that they can, and it's mostly me just trying to work and get my homework done that I already have. It's been a lot of frustration and a mental block a little bit more because things are changing every day because we don't know what's going on. And so there's not really a feeling of normalcy, even though everybody's trying to create one. Also, I am already on more caffeine than I usually have. Um, and so that'll be interesting just to see how my caffeine intake goes up a lot. Um, so yeah, for the rest of the day, it'll be mostly working on homework that I have, because one of my classes was already online, so I was able to just continue with how it was going. And also meeting with my group for a senior design because we can't meet in person anymore. So we have to work on scheduling meetings like at like 7 o'clock at night to try to figure out what the heck we're gonna do. So I'll give a check-in at the end of the day. Bye. Hey, so it's the final update for day one. I'm here with one of my roommates, Sophia.
Hello.
She's also a senior, so we're in the same boat on not knowing what the hell we're doing after we graduate, but also what the heck is going on now. We've got senior design, which we're different majors, but it's still
Engineering.
engineering. Um, and yeah, so we're just kind of enjoying our like evening a bit because that's all we can do. I've got a little bit more than a glass of wine, but that's just because I wasn't paying attention totally when I was pouring it.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, you're enjoying reading a comic, right?
Graphic novel, yeah. Deadly Class. Support. It's really good.
So, do you have anything that you're concerned about in the immediate future with this quarantine?
Having to fly home.
It is a possibility still?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if she does that, it's going to be only me and another roommate. I hope that you don't leave.
I hope so too. I really want to stay.
So, yeah, that's been day one. We don't know how many more days to go. Hey, so day two and different camera. What? I'm on my laptop because I'm in the spot where I do most of my homework and classwork and everything. Yeah. So I actually this is a Thursday. I don't have classes on Thursday anyway. So that's been kind of nice. That keeps the routine the same. So yeah, I didn't realize yesterday I never introduced myself. So I am Obi. I am a senior in college, studying material science and engineering. So it's kind of like chemical engineering. And if you guys want to know more, I can explain at a different time. So yeah, I'm staying here on campus-ish. I'm in university housing. But that's because I'm originally from Southern California, so for me to go back home would be more dangerous, especially because like my parents are on the older side and I'd have to fly because I'm up here in the lovely state of Minnesota. Yeah, I think that's all I really need to do for introduction because I never gave one yesterday. Yeah, today's going to be working on a paper I have that's due tomorrow, and also working on my senior design. My team was able to meet up yesterday at an hour-long Skype call, and yeah, I say yeah a lot. Sorry about that. I'll do a check-in probably tonight. Bye. So it's the end of day 2. Kind of feel like I got less work done. I think I finished my paper. I mean, there's probably more I could do, but I'm going to turn it in and see what my grade is. And we have to meet a benchmark for it. So even if I don't meet the benchmark, I can do it again and again until I get it right, which, yeah, I mean, I think in terms of grading wise, it's okay. Um, and the first version of my paper did pretty well, so I feel confident with it, at least somewhat. And yeah, I went to office hours, which I never do, because I just wanted to listen and hear what other people's comments were and see what the professor was saying about our 2 different lab reports. And then I got history done, and actually, I was able to talk to one of my best friends. She lives up north of the state, and she is not coming back down again anytime soon. And so it was good just to talk to her. I miss her. And it was one of those things where we didn't realize it was going to be our last time seeing each other in senior design. Like, that's, I think, one of the biggest things is how fast everything was. And we didn't realize that these were the last moments. Um, yeah, I'm still crossing my fingers I don't have to move out because I this is honestly the best situation for me to stay here. Like, it's way too dangerous to go home, and both for my health and for the health of my parents. So, yeah, that's it. Bye. So we're on day 3. It's like 12, 12 o'clock. It's noon, and yes, I'm still in the same pajamas I'm always in because I have no motivation to actually get changed at this point. I don't have any reason to go outside. So yeah, I just turned in my paper. Hopefully it goes well. I don't know at this point. Honestly, at some point you always don't care anymore. You're just like, let's turn this in, let's get this over with. Um, yeah, I have a lot of stuff I still need to get done, but no motivation, which I feel like a lot of us have at this point. Because even though, yes, they have said, like, oh, well, graduation's only postponed and not canceled, there's just no motivation anymore. And it's really depressing, but also I know it's for the safety of everybody and it's for my own health. But yeah, it's a lot. I've just been watching YouTube, which I mean I did anyway, but it's been more and more. Like, it's definitely escaping reality. I did that a lot anyway. Heck, I stayed up till 2 last night by accident by reading like fan fiction because I'm like, I need to escape. I need to see Rogers. So yeah, that's been the day so far. Hey y'all, so it's a little past midnight. I just got back from my boyfriend's frat. They weren't holding a party or anything. It was very much social distancing, except for like kind of me and him because he acknowledged that if one of us gets it, the other one has already probably gotten it from the time we'd spent before. We were having to do quarantine and everything, or not quarantine, self isolation. Um, so yeah, no, everybody else was very much like a spread out sort of thing. It was just a time for us all to spend it together. We were watching memes. That was really all we were doing. Hanging out, having a couple of beers. It's pretty normal. I've also felt a little bit more like myself today. It's a Friday, which has been nice. Should have done more for my senior design, but I didn't. Um, I went to my classes. I was a good student in that way. Um, yeah, no, we just kind of were enjoying it. I went outside for the first time in like 96 hours. Yeah, I hadn't left the apartment since Tuesday at 3. Left it on Friday at like 4:30 to go to Cane's because I was like, I really want fried chicken, really want food, and I don't want to cook. And at this point in time, I can still go out. Um, yeah. we ended up watching Frozen in my apartment for a while and hanging out, and then I went over to his frat. It was only a couple of us, so it was fine. It wasn't a huge gathering, and we were trying to still be responsible while still spending time together. And I know most of us aren't like completely doing it correctly, but we're not like the people in like Florida that don't like practice it at all. We were mostly 6 feet apart, and it was also good just to see a dog. So yeah, I feel somewhat normal. I'm wearing makeup, which I love to do, but I haven't had the motivation to do. So it's felt good to be feel like a normal student again. So it is Saturday. I've been up for about like 30 minutes. Still haven't gotten out of bed. I was very tired from last night. Today is going to be only working on senior design and maybe the other lab report I have due on I'm not Saturday, on Monday. Um, or I don't know. I mostly need to focus on senior design, and sadly I'm not going to be able to do a lot of fun things today, but that was going to be life before all this, so I mean, that doesn't change. The only thing that changes is I can't go to the library to do it because our libraries are closed, and I mean, theoretically, some of the other buildings are open, but I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk going out, so yeah, it'll just be me in the apartment getting work done. Maybe I'll work in our like little breakfast nook area because yeah, we actually have a breakfast nook. Um, but that'll be exciting. Or not really. It's not ever exciting to do this stuff, but it'll be a day. Hey, so I know my lighting is like super bad right now, but I'm doing a check in right now before the evening because I've got a lot of work to get done. My simulations are not working for senior design, which really suck because for some reason the mesh isn't working on the one of the parts that they gave us to work with. So that makes life super fun, and I know I'm going to be the first presentation of this like whole thing. So crossing my fingers because we're going to be the first group to work in this new scenario. We'll get some leeway on some of the technical stuff. Um, Besides that, it's been really quiet. I did my makeup again, which I'm super happy about because that makes me feel normal. But besides that, it's just going to be working and working and working, and I really don't like it, but that's also life. So